Well, I think expectations are high. We have a core group of guys, of 8 seniors who have been in the program for now, this is their 4th year, and they have been really pushing hard. They've been talking about, hey, when we're seniors, we're going to do something. And they've seen some successes in the past. They were freshmen in 2012 when we won the section championship and went on to NorCal's. And they've seen kind of some failures the last 2 years where we made the playoffs, but we didn't perform well once we got there. And were ousted early. And these guys want a taste of their own success. So expectations are high. We have a brutal preseason schedule. So we play a lot of good teams, and then we get into league, and hopefully we can, our goal is to win the league and then to move on to the playoffs and play for a section championship.
D'Angelo Miles, I'm a senior, and I've been playing basketball here for 4 years, and I'm a shooting guard and small forward. Expectations for tryouts, I just hope that everyone comes out and tries their best to get the season started off right. The preseason tournament games prepare us for league play, because in the preseason tournaments and the preseason games that we do play, they're all D1 and D2 teams, some D3. And Hibbs really scheduled us a tough schedule, and I think that's really good for us to prepare us for league play. So when we do get to league, we're already used to playing tougher competition, and we're already used to playing at a higher level than the rest of the teams that we play. I'm pretty sure league opponents aren't playing as tough as the schedule as we are, so it'll really help us a lot this year.
The preseason and tournament games prepared us for league a lot. We really needed to develop a chemistry and kind of figure out players' roles for each other and what we're supposed to do on the court, help each other out, develop chemistry.
Okay, well, we're on our way to Liberty Ranch. We are having a scrimmage today with Liberty Ranch down in Galt, and we had one scrimmage on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and it was a combination scrimmage over at Jesuit High School, and we played pretty well at times. We scrimmaged Casumas Oaks, Antelope, Jesuit, and Del Oro, and did well. In the quarters we ended up going 4-2, although that's not really a total indication of how things went, but I thought our first group in particular played well. I really feel like we had him at a point in the first half where we really could have blown it open. And we took some good shots. We broke down defensively, gave them some confidence, and really, fed into that confidence the rest of the game. I don't think our execution in the second half was near as good as it was the first half, making the extra pass. We hit a lot of shots in the first half. Sometimes that can be a bad thing, in that you get comfortable shooting perimeter shots and you don't go to the basket. I think we went through a stretch there. And then I think what was nice is that we kind of recovered when we were down. I thought, heck, we're going to lose 12, 15 points here if we don't, turn it around. And we started getting better stops. We turned them over a couple times, hit some shots again, and and finished with the last possession there.
Overall, period, is different. It's like offensively, defensively, the team as a whole, like being a group is different. Like we didn't get along, or we wasn't around each other so much at Highlands, and we weren't that much of friends. We all hung out with separate people, and we didn't have a lot of chemistry as a team. Here it's more of a family type of scenario, I guess.
We had them in the first quarter, and then we started taking steps back and letting them back in the game where we should have had them and put more pressure, and we could have easily beat them by 20 points at least. But overall, we did pretty good.
Clutch man.
Well, we got a clutch stop there, at the end. But I think it was more than the stop. Probably, he missed the shot. They ran a play to get their best player the ball, and he got it, and he got a good look. In the future, we need to make sure that right there we clamp down and take away their number one option, or maybe number one and number two options, and make them do something they're a little bit more uncomfortable doing. They were comfortable. He just missed the shot. Now, with that said, we did get the rebound. We were able to call a timeout and come down, and I thought Andre had a pretty good look from the beginning. I kind of thought he maybe should have taken the jumper rather than tried to penetrate. He might have traveled on that too. Vernon was at the right place, the right time, and got the ball up and got the score right at the buzzer. So, it's nice to win games, no matter what. So that's good. But I think Mike's right. We have a long way to go and a lot of things to work on. But again, as I mentioned before, it's we look at things and what we can improve upon, and it's all possible. It's not like we're looking at things saying, well, we really can't improve that. We don't have the ability to get better. And I think with this group, we do have the ability to get better. We're definitely not maxed out in how we're playing. So that's a good thing. You don't want to be playing your best basketball in November and December. You want to be playing it in the end of January and into February and then into March, hopefully. So there's positives. We just got to stay focused and keep improving and keep being positive, supportive, and see what happens, see how we develop.
I'm Angelo Craver. I'm a junior. My position is point guard and shooting guard. Goals for this year, we hope to go state, and so far it's been going great, better than I thought, and I love the experience and all the coaching and stuff. It's helping me better, get me better, and I expect the season to go by great.
My name is David Pickering. People call me Teddy. I play the power forward and center position. I'm a senior, and my goals for this season is to win state.
Right now, and the better you watching girls get ready for their game. And, I'm ready for my game. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Senior guard Marcus Hanson. We play well in our scrimmages at Jesuit. We need to develop a killer instinct. When we got teams down, we need to put them away. We need to work on our free throw shooting and just putting teams away when we got them down.
December 23rd against Rockland home game, I had dislocated my shoulder, and I'm hoping I can be back. I have to wait 6 more weeks, and I'm still dedicated to the team. And I still support my brothers, you know, and I'm hoping I could be back.
The stars of last night's game to me were Michael Potts, Vernon Robinson, and D'Angelo Miles, and David Pickering. Mike was hitting shots, D'Lo was playing great defense, Teddy was taking good charges, and Vernon was out there giving us energy off the bench.
go up 10, you're going up right there, you got fouled, but the ball's way up here, boy. 20, shoot it. And you take it off the dribble. And go up and shoot. All right, we gotta get him there. We gotta make it uncomfortable for him. Coach Kelly, you got it.
Yeah, the four guys on the floor besides 20 can't hurt us, fellas. You just gotta make sure we play good, solid defense against those guys and not let them, make a play, like getting an offensive rebound and put back or a roll.
Well, 24's hit a couple threes.
Yeah, you can make those in. And Another thing about it too, as well as I think we're wearing them down. Okay, the servers will get tired in the second half. We have to keep up the defensive pressure in the half court and full court. Okay. If your guy takes it out, all the way to the end of the floor down there, you're hugging your man underneath their basket down here. So you're 80 feet from the play. Get off. Okay. Get off too.
We've struggled at the beginning of the games, at the beginning of the second half. Okay, it's their ball. Let's get a good defensive stop right here. Let's go. Okay? Let's work. 1, 2, 3.
Number 20 on center, he was pretty hard. Well, he wasn't really hard to guard, but they ran their offense through him, so he took all the shots, so we still had to stop him. So we did pretty good on that on defense.
Well, it's the first league win, our first league game, and it's against a rival. Usually we play center at the end of the schedule, but it worked out this way where it's the opener, and it's always a little extra intensity with them. I thought we got off to a slow start, but Michael Potts came on, ended up at 21. He was our leading scorer, and shot the ball well and kind of opened it up in the second half. I thought we played really good defense. Our defense is really good, and we're holding teams down. So if we can score 50 points, 56, 58 points, I think we got a good chance of winning. So we did that tonight, and it's a good start for us.
I think the stars of the game last night were Michael Potts. He really contributed to the win last night, and I really think he did good. He had 21 points. He was shooting the ball really well, and I really do think it was a all-around team effort. We came together as a team. We came out, got the job done. We played great defense, and we struggled a little bit on offense, but we still managed to pull out with the W. How much better can I be? I think I can be. Well, anyone can be better if they work harder, but I think I'm doing a good job. I've been doing a very good job on the defensive end, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job containing guys, turning guys, playing good defense, great solid defense, and I think I'm doing a good job contributing on the offensive end as well, driving to the basket, getting an occasional outside shot, getting to the free throw line, and yeah, that's all that I have to say.
Okay, so it's already ready. You can put this in your pocket and then stick that up to your
I don't want everybody hearing this, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I want, you guys are gonna have, that's fine. You guys are gonna have to do some editing probably. I don't want it out on Instagram or anything like that. Do I need to keep this out or in my pocket's okay?
It's in your pocket.
Hey, good luck, go. Hey.
Thanks.
Yep. Did I put you on there? Did I get him on there? Were you on there? Did I get you on there?
Black Nike you can wear in there.
You know, I'm looking in my closet. That's all I have is black and orange stuff.
Same in my closet.
When I'm pissed, at the guys and I want to come to school and I don't want to wear orange and black. It's like, what do I have? Padres, San Diego Padres stuff. That's all. It's the only other thing I have. We got it. Let's start the same, guys. Go turn that off, please. We don't do a national anthem, but we do lineups and then go.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go. Mustangs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mustangs!
Junior, number 20, Garrett Higgins. Junior, number 23, Giovanni Roberts. Sophomore, number 33, Jeremy Willis. And senior, number 43, Justin Verruccio. Head coach, Mark Lee, assistant state conference.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
And now for your Foothill Mustangs. Head guard, senior, number 4, Marcus Hanson. Head guard, senior, number 5, Robert Warren. Head guard, senior, number 11, Michael Potts. Head forward, number 13, senior, David Pickering. Head forward, senior, number 22.
Forward. Wow, forward.
D'Angelo Miles. Head coach, Mr. Ruiz, Stephen Kelly, Stephen Bolton, and Tim Rick.
That sounds worse.
Officials for tonight's contest, Derek Shandy and Nick Milan.
Let's go.
Our Mustang cheerleaders.
We love saying that, doesn't he? Mustang cheerleaders. One more look if you need it.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Come on, right here, let's go. Come on, right here, let's work. Let's work, get it done. You know your matchups. Hey, defensive jump right here. We're not gonna get the tip, okay?
Let's work.
Here we go, work. 1, 2, 3, work!
He's gonna have trouble bringing it up.
Cut it!
Jump to the ball, Mike! Jump the ball, Marcus! Jump to the ball, Marcus!
Giovanni Roberts.
Marcus, get over!
Down.
Michael Potts.
Let's go, get up! Where's him? Where's him? Where's him? Can we switch that? What?
Nice, Robert.
Hey! Good job, Marcus, grab it. Good job, Robert. Cover down and help. Cover down and help. Short. Okay. Switch men. Let's switch men right there.
Switch guys. That's all right. That's all right.
You ready? Come forward. Come forward.
Get off pressure! Ball pressure with your feet, though!
Okay, nice.
Help! Help! Help!
Watch the walk back.
Help! Short! Short! Hey! Hey! 42. Come here! Come here! Are we switching men here? Are we switching men? Okay. All right. I want to jump switch. You're leaving. Mike started and you're leaving. Did you hear me? Okay. All right.
Come on now.
And let's get it. Run 42 right here. Execute. I think if we have a lot of passes, will end up getting to the basket. He didn't even attempt to move when you penetrated.
Yeah,
the big guy.
He can stop you. Hey.
Okay?
Let's go, baby. Come on now, let's work. Jump to the ball. You cannot give him an easy look. They have to rush through their shots.
Here we go.
They
Work.
rush through their
1,
shots.
2, 3. Work. Here.
That's
Got him! Hey, a lot of hands on. My guys are out moving the ball and they got a lot of hands on. Vernon, go to the basket. Don't stop. Bo, what's help?
No, Mike.
What's on fame? Oh! Back down. Nice pressure, Vernon. Timeout! 4 possessions in a row, we settled. Vernon, I don't want you fading away. What the shot is that?
Hey, fellas.
4 possessions in a row, we settle for quick shots. Run offense and you will get a lane to the basket.
Hey, fellas, one of the beautiful things, listen up. One of the beautiful things you guys did in practice yesterday was move the ball offensively at great speed. See it again, make the extra pass.
Now they're extending out, so pump fake it and go back door.
Come on now.
Here we go, work. Let's go, work. 1, 2, 3, work.
Hey, get pressure on ball. He picks up the ball. You cannot be out here. You have to chest up on him. Make it a tough pass. Same thing down when we're in half-court defense. If you're here and they have the ball, you can't be back here. When he picks it up, you got to make that pass tough so he can't make it into the post. Got to make the passes tougher.
Want me to get a time right now?
Keep wearing them down. Listen, they're not going to make all the shots the second half, but it only comes from you guys in your hearts that you make them work hard now. Got to make them work hard.
Let's get a stop right here. 5 guys on defensive boards. Work. 1, 2, 3, work.
Good. Patient.
Straight out! 5!
Listen up. Listen up.
Hey, shoot it up. Basket.
Yes, you got it.
Come on, stay with it. Stay with it. Let it go. Stay with it.
We need you for the game, baby. Forget that play. Come on.
Michael, come here. Too fast. Too fast right there. We can get a 3-point shot anytime we want. Make them work right there. We're running 13, but we don't have to shoot that. Okay? We don't have to shoot. Wait, get a better one. Okay? All right. 4 turnovers, okay, which is good. All right? That's a great job.
Let's go.
But
Let it go.
some of the turnovers are senseless. All right? D-Lo, you've got the zone right here. And they're not even guarding you, and you throw the ball into the guy's hands. You're here, and this guy is here looking for the denial, and Marcus is out here, and you throw it right into his passing lane hands. Okay, Marcus, you have to get over here when they're pressuring up. But you know what, guys? When they're in the zone, this whole area is wide open.
You didn't jump to the ball both times,
Right.
and you got caught on the
You got caught on the screens.
You got to get off.
And now he's coming this way, and you're trailing him, and he's got plenty of time to get up here and set. I don't care if he catches and you're here. He's got to catch, he's got to gather, he's got to wind up, and then he's got to shoot. Now, listen, we missed some free throws at the line, okay? We can get to the basket, and what I was telling Mike at one time, he came down on 13 and took the shot from the 13, okay, from the high post. We don't need to take that shot right then unless it's wide open, okay? We can get a 3-point look any time we want. If that's in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, that's okay, all right? But let's get something better. We can get better shots. We can go to the basket, all right? But don't go up there and throw stuff. Now, they're coming in there. They're looking like they're going to take charges, so stop short and kick out. Come on, let's go. We got, 16 minutes to be the champions of today. Let's go. Let's work.
Champions of tonight. They're going to come out ready to play in the third quarter. Let's shut them down.
Go, work. 1, 2, 3. Work. Let's go. Get a stop right here.
Like it's 0-0.
Get a stop right here. Work. 1, 2, 3. Work. Let's go. Match up. Let's get a stop.
Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Marky.
Turn and look.
Let's go, Rob.
Auburn, there's 3 guys. Get him, kick it out. There's no way. There's no way. How is that a block? How is that a block? How is that a block? How is that a block?
He came
He is
forward.
there.
Okay, he came forward.
in my opinion, he came forward.
It's not even your call. It should be his call. It should be his call down there.
Okay. Well, I thought it was a ball.
They're going to take a quick shot no matter what. Timeout! Foul. Sit down! Sit down! Sit down! Sit down! I don't really understand what you don't understand about not taking quick shots. We can shoot at 3 any time we want. I don't care if we're wide open. Get a better shot. What happens? We miss, it leads to a good shot down there. Do I need to draw a picture? Are you a visual learner? What is it? No quick shots.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Unless it's a layup, go into the basket. Oh, that's right, we missed 2 of those. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, let's work. Go. 1, 2, 3, work.
Let's go, y'all.
Hey.
Hey, we're all right. Come on, let's play.
What do you want? What do you want?
Come on.
What do you want to run?
Delta 5 something. Something with an on ball.
He has 3.
Mike! Andre! Get D'Lo. Hey, my guy got hammered going to the basket there. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
I understand, but I'm done watching you do the hand signals, okay? You can talk to me.
What are you talking about?
You're throwing your hands in your air every time. Don't watch.
Not every time. When my guy gets fouled, I do. Yeah.
Well, I'm done watching.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm done watching.
If you were looking at the basket, you would have seen my guy got fouled. Come on, Coach James.
That's enough.
We got it. Thank you. He's got to guard him. You have 35. Contain him. We're in contain.
Move your feet, baby.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He said they're grabbing me. He said the F word. Can't have it.
Are they grabbing him? What? They grabbing him?
Hey, we still got to make plays right now. We still got to make plays.
Got to keep the defense.
You out! D'Lo!
Talk about composure.
Teddy, give him Newton.
We got to lay it all on the
It's our ball right here. It's our ball right here. It's our ball. Okay, we got to execute offense. We got to execute offense. We got to get a great shot. Okay. Yeah, we got to get to the basket.
We run our offense, we get what we want.
Hey, let's go. Keep playing, baby. Let's get it. Play your game. Let's go.
Come on now, let's go. This game is not.
Hey, right now, we got to talk.
Game is not fucking over.
We have to talk. We haven't talked that much on defense. We got to talk on defense. We got to slide over.
Let's go. No, you have. No, you have.
Last
it's a 10-point game. Work. Work. 1, 2, 3. Work. That's off him. Look for the cutter! Look for the cutter, Mike! Look for the cutter! Got him! Time out! Time out! Match up, we get out there. Alright, they got a different lineup on. 23 is a shooter, we gotta get up on. Make sure you know where he's at. If there's a flare, we can switch it like we did last time. Okay?
Hey, let's just score, be ready for the press. Oh, they score, be ready for the press.
Slide up in it.
We have to rebound. Any loose ball is ours. We are in contain. Do not lunge and take chances. Don't lunge and take chances. Play solid position defense, all right, and rebound. Offensively, run clock.
3 minutes ball, you go, let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, we have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, if you get stuck, we have 2 timeouts. Come back for the ball if somebody gets trapped. Work. 1, 2, 3, work. Switch it. Switch. Help, Mike! Help! Mike! Help! Help there! X! Clear out! No! How many timeouts do I have? No. All right, listen. They got to shoot a 3 right here, all right? So if we need to switch, but I don't want to give up an easy 2 either, all right? And we do not foul 3-point shooters. If you are going to foul somebody, you need to make sure a post man doesn't get the ball up. All right. All right?
If you switch, you gotta let your partner know. Switch, you gotta let him know.
Hey, let the ball fall. We're in tight press break. All right?
You have one timeout.
We only have one.
He's on a box out.
Here we go. Work. 1, 2, 3. Work.
Come on now.
Hey, if they're in man, set a screen across for Mike. D'Lo work the weak side.
One timeout.
Go ahead.
Who am I paying?
Jeremy. Fine.
Just Jeremy?
Yes.
Good job, Timmy.
Nice job, Drew. Good luck. Good job. Good job. Good
Final
job.
score, Mustang.
Good job. Way to work. Good job.
2 minutes 59.
Nice job. Good job. Nice job.
Next one game.
Good win. That was a good win.
It was a good
I like
win.
that.
They look good. They look good. They shot the ball well.
You shot it well. Real nice. That was a
Good one. Good
That was a
win.
good win.
Guys played well.
Hey,
Good win. I thought they played well.
That's a big win for us tonight. Placer's a really good team. They're well coached. I have a lot of respect for Coach Lee over there on that side, and we've been competitors as coaches for a long time, and at different levels, different schools, and that's a great win for us tonight. I'm really pleased with our effort. I'm real pleased with our guys, and it puts us on top of league, and that's where we wanted to be. So after 2 home games, we're sitting on top. Now they have to come try to catch us. So it's a good place. We played well tonight. So, all right, hey, all right, let's listen up. Listen up. All right, I want to say, good job. Nice job.
It's a real charge.
Good charge right there. Hey, you know what? You know what? Hey, you know what? If we can look at things that way and just take each day and say we want to be champions of today, okay? You missed it, Marcus. God dang it. Being champions of each day, all right? Each day. We were champions of tonight. I think we can still play better. We missed some gimmies. We missed some gimmies right there. Oh, was that you on the X cut? Or was that Mike missed one? Okay, hey. But listen, we had some breakdowns. But you know what? That's a great team effort right there. They're a good team, and they didn't back down and they didn't quit. I mean, we were up 10, going for more, and they hit a couple shots, okay, and kind of came back. But we stayed there. What I was pleased with is that, we took care of the ball for the most part. We got to the line, made free throws for the most part, okay, and kept a little bit of a cushion. Okay, we had a big 3 from Robert there in the second half. We had another big 3 from Mike, right? Okay, that kind of kept that margin there, which gave us a little room, okay, where they could never quite get too close. That's a great win for us, fellas. You know what? Hey, we opened league with 2 home games, all right? And we held court, okay? We held our home court, all right? That's a great start. That's a great start. Champions of today. Champion.
Well, last night we played against Colfax at Colfax. I think we played under our achievements. We could have played better. We played way better teams, and we played better than them. And we played way better against them than we did against Colfax. And I think Colfax were like not as good as they usually are, and we could have played way better. Even though one player wasn't really into the game, Trego, well, he's really a big part of our team, but we all came together and won the game. Last night was really just not his game. We all have those games where we're just not into it. That's why we have practices to make sure we focus up and make sure that we all do the right thing so we can come out with big games and big wins. So we could be champions of that night, so we could be champions at the end.
Tuesday night game, I had a bad game. It's probably my worst game my Foothill career playing basketball. It just started out, I don't know, I just had a bad attitude. I don't know where it came from, it just, I don't know. So brought it into the game, which probably was a bad idea. I shouldn't have. And so I started out bad and like downhill from there. Since I woke up with a good attitude, as you can tell. But no, I woke up with a good attitude, so I'm planning on, you know, this bus ride, planning on trying to get everybody pumped, you know, trying to get the W tonight. So we can go in the league 3-0. And yeah, so my thought process of coming into this game is focus on stuff that I can control, try not to do too much, take one step at a time, always cheer my team on, and just go hard.
Last night we played Colfax, at Colfax, and went pretty well. We went on a couple runs and they went on a couple runs. So some of the highlights of the game were a couple three-pointers made by Michael Potts, Vernon Robertson. We had a couple of key stops, and those were pretty thrilling plays too by David Pickering.
Last night's game was like it was to see how good we were gonna be in league. We're 2-0 coming into the game, and we were just seeing if we were gonna be battle tested and going against a team that's not as good, and to see if we were gonna still play our best basketball. And that's what last night was about.
All right, last night we played Bear River, up at Bear River, and we held on for a 1-point win. Final score was 61-60. We were not ready to play. We did not come out with intensity. Our goal in the game defensively was to try to limit them to 4 single-digit quarters, meaning them scoring less than 10 points in a quarter. And they probably had 10 points in the first 2 minutes. They ended up scoring 21 points in the first quarter, which is about as many points in a quarter as we've given up all year. And they backed that up with 21 points again in the second quarter. So we played some great teams this year. And we gave up 42 points at halftime to Bear River, which was a real disappointment. We were down 7 at halftime. You know, they're 0-3 in league. We were 3-0 going in. And I think our guys were feeling really good about themselves. We took that game for granted. I had one of the players tell me that, Coach, don't worry, this was on Monday, Coach, don't worry, it's only Bear River. So there was definitely a sense of cockiness going into the game that all we had to do was show up and we'd win, and that was not the case. We didn't take a lead in the game until late. We were down 2 going into the fourth quarter. We took a lead with about 2 minutes to go. And you know, we missed a fast break opportunity. We missed some free throws. Fortunately, they had an opportunity for a last-second shot, and they missed it. So we were able to hold them off at 61-60. In a timeout, we discussed that we had 3 fouls to give before the bonus, and we wanted to foul to make them continue to take the ball out of bounds instead of having them try to execute a play. And our guys did not foul. There was a look on faces that we were kind of like a deer in the headlights. And teams that are in first place in their leagues should not look like that at any time. And so that was very disappointing. We were lucky. We were lucky, and we were very fortunate. I felt like we were outplayed. But in the overall scheme of things, over the course of a season, sometimes, you know, you need some good fortune. Maybe that was ours. I'm hoping that the effort from last night doesn't carry over to tomorrow night when we have a home game against Lincoln, because if it does, they will beat us. They're 3-1, and
they're a game out of first place. So if they beat us, then they're tied for first place, and we don't want that. We want to keep the teams that are behind us. So that's kind of a recap of last night. We're looking forward to having a good practice today, a focused practice, and work on things that Lincoln is likely to do to us tomorrow with their zone defense, their matchup zone, and look at options and ways for us to counter that. But it's going to come down to defensive effort. All year, our defense has been really good, and our defense let us down last night. So we'll try to bounce back and become the defensive team that I think we are for tomorrow night.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action, go. Anybody know what those are? The quarter points.
Just had the wrong game. We got 4 single-digit quarters against Lee. And 2. Hey, now we have a lady in the room here, so I don't want to. But you know what? They're gonna walk around sniffing. We're getting fresh air right here. We are getting fresh air. Now I'm gonna get a burrito right now. I'll tell you that. So hey, you know what? Also, and I had guys, Mr. Dexter, the secretary's husband, comes to a lot of games, he's a board member. Okay, he came and said, he goes, you know what? He goes, and
that last 2 or 3 minutes when you had, the subs in, they were playing hard. You did. Mutron kept balls alive on the offensive boards. Okay. All right. Any questions, comments? Questions, comments? Hey, champions of the day. Okay.
Yeah, Kelly.
Any questions, comments? Great effort. All right, everyone bow their heads. Well, I tell you, what a great game tonight against Lincoln. They were in second place coming into the game, 1 game behind us, and we really wanted to set the tone defensively, and we did that. We smothered their big guy defensively, their go-to guy. Teddy did a great job defensively on him. D'Lo had a great game offensively and defensively. We really set the tone. It was all about defense. We talk about continually setting the tone defensively, and that's what we did. We shot the ball well. It was a great team win. Guys off the bench contributed. We did more good things in this game than we've done. I mean, this is the way we want to play, and it's nice to see that finally come about, and against a good team. So great win. We'll take this. We'll be happy with it for now. Tomorrow we got to get back to work and prepare for next week's games, the second half of league. Well, now we're playing everybody for the second time. We open with Center, and they're our rival. So, they're going to give us their best shot. They won tonight on a last-second shot, beat Colfax, and we know that they're going to give us. We know, being the top dog, the lead dog, everybody. We're going to get everybody's best game. We're going to get everybody's best shot. So we know they're going to come after us and play hard, and we have to match that. And now, with this game kind of in the books and under our belt, we know the way we're supposed to play. So we've been there, we've felt it, we've been in it, and hopefully that'll carry forward.
Tonight, I feel like we did good. I feel like we did better on our turnovers, and I feel like we did great on rebounding and stuff like that. And and I feel like the people who didn't start tonight, who played at the end of the game, finished it very good.
The game went really well today. We played really well as a team. Our team defense is getting better every day. This is how we got to play every time, every game. Everybody is part of the team. Everybody has to do effort on the team, even the people on the bench. We got to cheer everybody on, tell everybody what's going down. My performance today, I feel like I did really well coming in, being a guard coming off the bench. I took care of the ball. I didn't lose it. Ran the offense, just like the coaches asked, and we slowed down the game. We come under 30 points, so we played really well as a team, and we need to keep doing that, keep the season going on. Next 5 games, let's go.
Last night's game versus Lincoln, they were 3-1 and we're 4-0. And it was, coming into the game, we thought it was going to be a tough game, but when the game started, we came out and jumped at them early, played good defense, and held them to single digits the whole game, single digits in the quarter the whole game. So we did pretty good on defense, getting defensive stops and moving the ball on offense, getting great shots and finishing. Everyone played good on offense. Everyone had a solid game. So it was a good all-around team effort, both defensively and offensively.
Last night we played a very good defense. Every time their big guy got the ball, we swarmed him and caused turnovers and then closed out on the shooters. One of our best defensive games.
Last night we played Lincoln. I felt like we jumped on them really early. The key was to crowd their big man. They were pretty big, so we had to help Teddy because he was guarding the big guy. And I felt that we scored a lot, and we played great defense. We held them to, I think it was 4 points in the first quarter. I think it was 13 at the half, so I think it was the best defense we played all year, but we could be better.
Last night we played against the Center Cougars at Center High School, and well, I think we did pretty good to get the win against a good team. We held the first quarter. We held them to 4 points, and that's pretty good defense. And but one thing I say we could do better is our defense at times was getting sloppy. We got too many fouls, and that's where they got most of the points from free throws. And then, but overall, I think our defense was pretty good. But that's one thing we could just work on.
The game yesterday was good. We didn't have all the bad things that we had the first time we played them. So it was like we were more prepared coming into this game. And I'm thankful for all my teammates to help me out, boxing out and stuff. So I got my 10 rebounds and everything like that. And we just played a good game yesterday. And shout out to Trey Bell for getting that dunk yesterday. And yesterday it was just a good game.
Last night against Center, we played Center again for the second time in league this season, and we did better than last time. We did a better job not locking down, but defending their shooter. And number 20, he didn't score. I don't think he scored as many points as what he normally scored. But and we crashed the boards crucially this game again. So it's been 3 games in a row. I think we crashed the boards. So and it all came out to W. So if we keep doing that, we're still on the right track. And yeah, I had a dunk last night. It was nice, I guess. I didn't see it. I didn't even know I made it. The only reason I know I made it is because the whole crowd started going crazy, and I was trying to hold all my emotion in, and focus on the game.
So we played Placer for the league championship pretty much on Friday night. It's a tough game. It was going back and forth the whole game. They had the lead most of the game. We tied the game in the third quarter. It was a very big crowd there, so it was kind of hard for us to compete with the crowd and them. So it's like we had 2 opponents. Well, 3 if you count the refs, because we weren't getting any calls. But very hard game, very up and down. Pasha went on the run in the fourth quarter. Our point guard and our starting 4-man fouled out of the game in the fourth quarter. So we were left with our other senior players and the sophomore in the game. Well, we made a run at the end, but we couldn't. They held us off, and we lost by 5, I believe.
Okay, our game last Friday against Placer, up at Placer, was our first loss of the league season. We are now 6-1, tied with them for first place. It was a disappointing loss, but you got to hand it to them. They played really well, probably their best game of the season. I'm not sure that they're going to play much better as the season goes on. They had a big crowd, very enthusiastic. We got off to a slow start, and came back, made a nice little run at the end of before the first half, and then tied it in the first couple possessions of the second half. But they went on another run the other way and got about an 8-point lead and kind of kept that 6 to 8 point lead for most of the second half. We cut it to 4 with the ball late in the game, probably about 2 minutes left. And Andre Kennedy had the ball right near our bench, right in front, and I really thought he got fouled pretty hard. The official was standing right there. They didn't call it. And then as they get the steal on the way back the other way towards their end, they call Marcus for a touch foul, which I believe was his 5th foul. He's our floor leader, so when he's out of the game, that hurts us with handling the ball and getting into our quick early offense. So it slowed us down a little bit. They made 14 free throws in the fourth quarter out of their 20 points. So you got to hand it to them. In this game, you have to you win with some being humble and some humility, and you lose with graciousness. Mark Lee, the coach at Placer, is a good friend of mine, and we've known each other a long time and been competitors. And hats off to them. They did a great job. We still have 3 games left. If we win those 3 games, then we'll be champions. Whether they're tied with us or not. And that's what we're looking for. We thought it would be very difficult to go undefeated in our league. Some of the teams are very even, and the teams even that we have left are capable of beating us. Now they shouldn't, if we do what we're supposed to do, but they're capable of it. Colfax can be tough. Bear River, almost beat us the first time. And Lincoln, even though we beat them handily here, we've got to go up there, and that's a tough place to play. The lighting is very poor at Lincoln, and it's a tough place to shoot the ball. So it'll be interesting to see how we respond and to some adversity and how we bounce back from a loss. We had a good practice yesterday. We hope to have a good practice again today and going over some of the Colfax information and get ready to play. And then we're looking forward to senior night on Friday against Bear River. Where we will honor the seniors and their commitment and dedication to the program over the last 4 years.
Friday night we played against Placer at Placer High School. Before that game, we came into the league 6-0, but we lost that game. And I think we lost that game because we didn't have enough energy in the beginning of the game from the start. But as the game picked up a little bit, we picked up our intensity and our energy, but we need that from the beginning of the game. I think that game, they got more offensive rebounds. They killed us on boards. But we just need more intensity from everybody and to do all the things that we need to do to win.
Brother Maurice. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Robert.
right, 3, 2, 1, action, go.
I think everybody really played hard. Like, we need to work as a team to really have our best outcome. And like individuals, they played hard and just did their best. So I think everybody really had that role. For championships, we need to work on our defense. Our defense, we have a defense, but our offense comes in there too. And then more communication would be a big deal. Would be communication.
I think there's not specifically someone who played the best. Is that, you know, they played as a team. We played as a team. You know, we had good ball movement. You know, it's not that someone really played the best. Is that, you know, we're team based. Like, you know, there's no I in team. You know, everyone says that. So there's no I in team. So like everyone gets their buckets, but you know they play.
So the preseason was tough. We had a lot of tough opponents, and we strung a couple wins together going into the league. Got it rolling. The team started to mesh well. Everybody started figuring out their roles, and we ran through league, won 6, 7, 8 in a row. And then we got beat at Placer, close game. That was a tough one. Then we bounced back and beat Bear River at home, senior night. And then beat Lincoln at their senior night for the co-league champions.
Our champions of league. It felt good. I hated that we had to tie with Placer though. I mean, still 9-1, still had a good record, but we was kind of hoping to go 10-0. But every year, well, some of us that was on varsity, we all played together since we was on freshman team, and every year we won league, like undefeated, and this year we're trying to go undefeated again, but still came first place to tie with Placer, so it was cool.
This year we won league. We played a long schedule this year, but when we really came together was in league because we really had to see like what was gonna go into it, and we didn't have a good preseason, and we went in the league thinking that we were just gonna go out the same way we did in preseason, but we all came together and we found a way to just go 9-1 and win league this year. And they didn't win league last year, so it was a big deal for all the seniors this year. And me being a sophomore, it was great.
All right, guys, very disappointed in the way we came out. Very disappointed. And it's not their big men, it's their guards. We're not blocking out. We're content to stand there. And they're coming in and going aggressively offensive boards. Now, we missed a lot of perimeter shots, but some of those are going to fall. Not really concerned about that. But I am concerned about our movement on offense. We're standing around and, man, we're not going through things hard. Okay? And in zone, we got to get the ball moving, too. We got to get the ball moving. High post to short corner. Okay? Swinging around, attacking guys. We're getting offensive lanes in there. Okay? But what I really have a hard time understanding is why are we getting beat off the dribble to the basket? We're not going to get the calls. So, we can't say anything under our breath. Okay? We can't say anything.
That guy's creating contact.
You got and they're getting too quick with the backside, but your movements are just really slow. It's very methodical. It's not what you're doing out there in practice. Okay? Sit the ball, boom, cut hard, run the spaces. If they're a man, sprint your butt down there and set a screen. Or get to where you're going. Don't jog. Okay? You're letting them rest when you do that. That was one of the keys. We can't let them rest.
Offensive rebound. As long as you get offensive rebound, I thought you just kind of toss it up there, threw it up there. Right? Gather yourself and strong and attack the rim. It goes through it, but we've gotten some fouls inside. Go to the free throw line with some confidence and shoot ball. Okay? But offensively, there's got to be quicker ball movement. Right? That high post is wide open, and then if we go to the high post, right, turn and face the basket. There's nobody around you. Right? You may have that short jumper. Right? If somebody's open, backside. If you're not open, backside will be wide open as well.
Remember, if you dribble across the top, he's here, right? Pass comes here, dribble across the top, they run two dribbles. You look to reverse it back to where he just came from. And who's ever on that side that he's going away from, step to him. Boom. That's going to create the zone to have to move over again. He moves over again, he can go short corner, maybe that jump shot, we zip it back again. Short, quick passes. Short up, just attack. Come on, fellas.
Yep, let's go.
Come on, stand. Let's go.
Before and after?
and opportunities will appear. I thought we really forced some things in penetration. I mean, the big guy always understanding, bounce off, and we forced it into him a couple times, and we get the calls, and it shouldn't have.
I would say one of the things that we were able to do in the second half that I don't think we did so much in the first half was kind of our composure. Right? In a playoff game, as I told you, you don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. And it would be unfortunate if we would put ourselves in a situation where somebody doesn't get to play. Right? Now, whether you like the officiating or not, that's something we can't control. You have to learn to play through that. And you have to make adjustments to what the official is calling. Right? Now, maybe they did foul. Or maybe you fouled them. I thought sometimes we did make a foul. It wasn't called. The officiating, in my view, was very inconsistent. It was hard to get any type of real flow to the game. But with that said, you understand at this point in the season that you're going to run to that. You've had it during the season, so why would this be any different? You have to play through that.
First round of the playoffs, we beat Dixon. Tough match, intense, a lot of intensity. Tempers were hot, and everybody was on edge a little bit. They jumped out, played very well in the first half. From what they had said after the game, some of the parents were talking about how that was their best first half, their best half of the year. So I thought we came out a little bit flat. Maybe expecting that it was going to be an easy game, and there are no easy games in the playoffs. No matter who you play, doesn't matter what your record is, doesn't matter what anybody else's record is, you have to come out and do the things that made you successful, and we didn't do that in the first half. Our defense was poor, and they scored way too many points. We struggled a little bit offensively, but I felt like the shots were there, we were just not hitting them, and we'd hit him in the second half. Mike Potts in particular had some really good looks, and the way he's been shooting, we got to give him the green light. And he wasn't knocking them down in the first half, but I told him to keep shooting open shots, and eventually they'd go in, and they did in the third quarter. We had a great third quarter. 25 points, we outscored them 25-7, and that really was the difference of the game. I think the main thing is now, as frustrated as I get as a coach trying to play as best we can, is that right now it's all about just being 1 point better than the other team and surviving and moving on. And that's what we're focusing on for Friday against West Campus. They're the 6th seeded team. They beat Somerville last night by about 14, and they're very athletic.
Yesterday was our first playoff win against Dixon. I think as a group that we came out, nervous for our first, as a group, as seniors, for a playoff game. And I think it was just all nerves because we all came out there, like, you could tell that we wanted to win, but we didn't play with our full effort. And I think that stopped us from getting a bigger lead in the game. And with me, I felt like I was really nervous because I just wanted to win so bad that my nerves got to me. And in the first half, I wasn't really hitting any shots. My shots weren't falling. I was losing the ball. Well, one time I lost the ball. And then in the second half, I started picking it up because I didn't want to go home. It was a win or go home situation.
Go.
I don't know. All right. It's hard to know what to say at this point. Coach Ridge and I were talking out there. As far as this game goes, there's not really much to say about it because it doesn't matter. We clearly let the pressure and extended pressure bother us. We're not able to execute offense, and we really made some bad shot selections, and we couldn't stop them. Couldn't get stops when we needed it. Needed to stop. There's a sense at this school right now, I think, and I think that there is a sense that anybody can play varsity basketball, and I think that ain't the case. That is not true. It takes special individuals to go through what you go through. The work, the conditioning, the bonding, the relationships with the coaches, the relationships with your teammates, and those things last a lifetime. I cannot tell you, my best friends that I look to in many situations are guys that I played high school basketball with or knew in the program that I grew up in, like Coach Kelly, like my friend you heard me talk about, Coach B, like my friend T-Bone. And you look back on this time as special for you younger guys. Your time is now on the clock.
I love clowning. Thanks for doing that. I love you guys very much. Thank you for being there. Thank you. Love you. Love you.
Coach Ridge, you want to say anything? You're a very special group, and I've appreciated your work and your efforts. I'm sorry they fell short, but it doesn't change you. It doesn't change you, and doesn't change what we've been able to accomplish and what we've shared together. All right, everyone bow their heads. All right, let's bring it in.
Family on three.
Hold on. Oh, Mike.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3.
Family.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's all right. It's all right. You'll be okay. Great job. I'm so proud of you. It's your time now. Let's go.
Coach.
I won't call you a bitch in public. Thank you. Coffee. No problem. Good job. Unbelievable. Great. Good job, man. Good job. Right here, Vernon. It's your time now. Okay. Okay, well, this is one of those unfortunate interviews here where we'd hoped that we would still be playing. We lost to West Campus in the second round. They were the 6th seed, very quality team, very good, very athletic. We scouted them against Somerville in the first round, and they didn't play very well. They played very well against us. I don't think they were going to play much better than that. And we had our chances. We really did. We had our chances. We missed a lot of free throws down the stretch, and that would have iced the game. And with that said, even with that, we had a pretty good look from the corner with our best shooter, Michael Potts, for the win at the end of the game. So, it's really unfortunate. This is a really good group of guys. Really, 8 seniors is a lot on any given team. And, the fact that they kind of went out this way was unfortunate. But that's a part of athletics that you just sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And sometimes all the hard work and all the best intentions, don't work out in your favor.
So we played West Campus in the second round playoffs this year. They did end up beating us by 1 point. We played them tough, but I think as an overall group, we underestimated what they were capable of doing. We knew they were athletic, had a couple good players, but they played to a high level, and I don't think we matched their level of intensity and emotion for the whole game. I think the main thing that we could have done better was probably make our free throws. It takes a lot of focus at that time, and everyone counts. So, overall, we didn't shoot bad, but it was the timing of them. Fourth quarter, we didn't shoot too well on free throw line, so that really hurt us. Ended our season. We had a core senior group, 8 guys, been together since their freshman year. Well, even before then, junior high, I actually got the opportunity to coach them their first year out of junior high as their freshman coach, and then move up in the ranks with them. So I got to see these kids grow a lot, and overall, I'm proud of them. I'm not disappointed in them. I'm more disappointed in the game and the results of the game and the score. But as far as them, I've seen the work that they put in, and I'm proud of them all.
All right. Last game of the season against West Campus. First half, it was a close game, back and forth. They had some little momentum going into the second half by number 23 hitting the buzzer beater at the end of the first half to lead them into the second half. And in the second half, we came in, we went on a little run. We got a little comfortable lead, and then we let them back into the game by free throws, missing free throws, and just playing into their hands. And the last shot of the game to give us the lead or tie the game, we drove a play for Michael Potts to come out of bounds play into the corner for a 3. It was a close shot, but he didn't knock it down. But I'm not really mad that he didn't really knock the shot down. He's made plenty of more game winners like that. So I'm not really mad that he didn't make the shot. I'm just pretty devastated how it was my last senior game, and I wanted to go to NorCal's, and everybody else wanted to go to NorCal's. So yeah.
I just wanted the season to go as planned. So
on time. So the season didn't quite go as expected, and it ended real tough, real close game. But throughout the season, we had our ups and downs, and feel like we fought through all that, continued to grow together as individuals. The crowd was great all season. Had a lot of fun playing in front of everybody. And it was definitely live at the last game. So, appreciate that. All the support and whatnot over my 3 years on varsity. Learned a lot from my coaches, people I look up to. And I'm glad that I have all of my teammates in my corner, all my brothers.
I think we underachieved this year. Even though we won league, I still think that we could have gone further in the playoffs, at least competed in NorCals. The last playoff game was a big disappointment for us. It was very intense, but we came up short, and that disappointed everyone.
Going into that game, I don't know, I knew it was going to be a high-tempo game. Just I can see the way how they warmed up and how we warmed up. Oh, yeah, we finna go at it. Sure enough, first quarter, they score, we score, they score, we score. We'll stop them, they'll stop us. They'll score 2 times, we'll score 2 times. And it was like that just the whole game. And then it was like 1 minute left, like fourth quarter, they were up by like, I can't remember, up by a couple. I was thinking to myself, like, this can't be true. This is not going to happen. We're not finna lose. We're not finna lose. This can't happen. No, this can't happen. I was just sitting there thinking that the whole time. And then it was like, I don't know, somehow I think we tied it up. It was like 30 seconds left. And then one of the players put up and took like a gutsy, oh my God, took like a 3. Took a 3, and it was like a dagger. When I would say it was a dagger yet, so it was only up by 3 points. And then like, shoot, we tried to get the ball in our best player's hand. He couldn't come through at that time. But I'm not even mad at Mike for that, because the whole season he came through with so many shots like that. Like in the summertime, he went off against Sac High, scored like, I don't know, scored buzzer beater, sent it to overtime, and scored a 3 in overtime to win the game. Mike is clean. He couldn't come through. I ain't even mad at him though. But playoff game, it was a cool game. It was an alright game. Sucks that we lost, but it was an alright game.
It started off real intense. I think if we would have made more free throws, we would have won the game. We put ourselves in a bad position towards the end. I got called for a foul. They shot a free throw, made it. We put us in a bad position. And then we called timeout. And the last play should have never happened, where Michael got the ball at the 3-point line. But we had our best shooter, so, very disappointing for us.
Last playoff game, I was disappointed. I thought we should have beat West Campus, but it's everybody wins and everybody loses. So I know next year we'll come out stronger. I'll have the fire and the intensity to come out next year and not try to lose again. This season was a pretty up and down season. We started off with the win this season, first game of the season. Last loss was a heartbreaking thing. We had a lot of expectations coming in, and I don't think we did what we were supposed to, but we all did as much as we could. So I think that if I don't know, it was hard. It was a hard loss, but I know that we all gave our all every single night when we went on the court, and we all cared about each other. And yeah, we just need a. It was a great learning experience for me this whole year, playing with all these seniors and everything. So I got to learn a lot from them.
You know, sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor, and you know, it was very emotional. The wrap up at the last game is very emotional. We kind of go through and talk about everybody. It takes a long time. I know that the parents were very patient with us as we went through that, but it's something we have to go through, and it's best to go through it right at that time. I think the emotion is good, but it's something that you don't necessarily want to go through. There's only one team in the whole state in that division that doesn't go through it, and we've been fortunate to be on the winning side a couple times, more than anybody else in this area. So as a coach, I know how that part feels. The other part of it is that all the other years you end up going out, and that's the way it is with sports, competitive sports. You know, we've been in the playoffs 24 consecutive years, and there's nobody around here that can say that. Nobody, not Jesuit, not Sheldon, not any other school in our section that I know of, and that's a great accomplishment. Well, we started the season at the Jack Scott tournament, and well, actually, we started the season before that foundation game up at Nevada Union, and had a great first half. And I think we saw some success in what we were doing. We were executing offense, playing good defense. Kind of got comfortable with that. The second half, they made a big run and came back and made it closer than it should have been. As a coaching staff, I think we felt good about the first half, but yet had some concerns about where we were going and what was happening and what happened in the second half. Whether we got comfortable, we got complacent. I didn't feel like we were a team that really could sit back and relax against anybody. I felt like when we played hard, we could beat anybody and compete with anybody, but we could also lose to anybody. As time went on, we had some struggles with some teams that I felt we were the better team, or we should have been a better team. We knew that there would be some ups and downs. Then we were in the Jack Scott tournament, and Vernon had a great first game. And we're thinking, man, this guy is the real deal. Wow, first game, 18 points. The first game's on varsity. And then the second game, the tournament where he really struggled. And but we knew that, with youth and inexperience, there is inconsistency. So we kind of knew that was going to be a factor.
The one thing I can say that we probably did learn tonight, like Coach said, we can beat anybody playing the right way, but we can also lose anybody. So it took for every guy to bring consistency every day for us to give ourselves a chance. And that was our main thing, finding out who we're going to bring every night, finding our identity as a team, as a group, and the leadership. We had a bunch of guys that were close off the court and on the court, but we still have to figure out who's going to be the leader, who's going to not take no crap from anybody, and then at the same time, be consistent.
It was a unique mix. I mean, I coached a lot of years, and we were definitely senior heavy. There's only a few teams that I've had in my career where I've had so many seniors, and it really is a little bit of a blessing, a little bit of a curse, because as coaches, you develop a close relationship with guys that come through the program, and so many in one class. But even with that, I felt like, we didn't, even with that, with all the seniors, I didn't feel like we had a ton of experience. With seniors, you think, okay, guys have been in the program, you got experience, you kind of know how it's supposed to be, and you go with it. And I felt we still
had a bunch of learning to do.
I know being on varsity, it's the speed, a lot more faster, quicker, a lot more discipline. It's a lot more stuff that the coach would expect from being on JV.
Now, Angelo was on JV somewhere else in another school. So, you know, it was, I'm sure, and him not having been involved in the summer previous, I'm sure it was, I don't know if he can speak to that, but, you know.
A lot more work, a lot more work.
And that's again part of the reason we're having issues even now, because, you know, Angelo came in as a junior from another school, Malachi came in from another school, Bhutan had never played organized basketball with us before. I mean, so there's 3 guys there. Dante's been in the program for 3 years now. You know, and other guys that are not here now that were, you know, really inexperienced. That was okay because we had 8 seniors, you know. So hopefully, you know, we need them now to come in with confidence for next year.
Placer, the first game, it was like, the first game, right? Yeah. Playing in the first game, you know, we had a roll, right? On a roll.
Yeah, we had been a little bit. I mean, we came back after Christmas break and had a rough stretch there for the Sac High tournament, and then.
No, I'm saying like during the game, like only like scored like a couple points first quarter, like.
You know what? I don't remember. All I remember is we won the game, man. That was all that matters.
Well, the second game, I kind of knew it was like a bad game, or going to be a bad game, because this guy slipped like 3 times.
Yeah, you did. You slipped a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, slipped. That's why you went to take it over. You know what I mean? Because like on the second game, it was so, I don't know. And then like going like last few seconds, you know, trying to struggle and call timeouts and trying to just hurry up and get back in the game. I don't know. It's like we knew Placer was going to be the tough team out of all the teams in the league. And sure enough, I know we had to split the championship with them. I wouldn't say they were a tough team, but they were a better team out of all everybody else in the league.
Yeah, I think it was interesting that, you know, we don't generally open league with center. And that's, you know, a big game. That was our first league game. It was a home game. And it was unique because usually we kind of play them at the end because they're our rival. And but this league does things differently. They rotate everybody equally. It doesn't matter wherever you play them. And next year it'll be center again this year, and the next year it'll be Placer. So it just rotates on a schedule. And you know, the rival game first was intense. We hadn't really been playing that well. We came out and played well, so it was a good start to league. We knew that the 2 teams at the beginning of league were going to be, you know, tough. Rival game was center, and then Placer. But we got a little bit of a roll, and we're playing better and got some confidence. And we felt like we knew that the work that we had done and the competition we had had in the preseason was now paying off. Even though some of the preseason games, you know, were struggles, we felt like we kind of learned how to get through that and compete, and then now we finally learned how to win games.
I think that came back to haunt us against Bear River at Bear River. Our confidence got a little high. We let theirs get high in the game. So.
Well, what did you say to me at practice?
I don't remember.
I remember very clearly. Oh, come on, coach, it's just Bear River. It's just Bear River. You know, they haven't won 3 league games in 5 years. You know, and they're the bottom dweller of our league. Yet we had seen them, and even Coach Ridge, who scouted them, said, "Man, they're just not very good. But if they hit shots, they get some confidence." And you know, the one guy had 7 threes.
Who was guarding?
I think Marcus was.
I think Michael was.
Oh. Now who's throwing who under the bus? Well, it was a complete breakdown. We were very fortunate to get out of there with a win, and it was a complete breakdown. Even in the timeout at the very end of the game, we had a plan. We had a plan what we were going to do, and I remember distinctly asking, "Does everybody understand what we're going to do?" And, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah," and then we don't do it. So we were very fortunate there. We really they outplayed us. A last place team outplayed the first place team. I would say the 8 seniors were a very close-knit group, and you know, as juniors and sophomore, that was tough to break into that group. Again, that's a good thing that there's closeness, but it almost felt like at one point there was a group here and a group here, and teams can't be successful like that. So I think it took some time for the senior group, which we kind of call the core group because they've been together, to kind of open up a little bit. And you know, it's tough because you know they maybe opened up to some more than others, but we worked on that as a team to try to, you know, to try to break those barriers and to be successful, because you know we can only be successful if everybody's on the same page.
I think it was actually nicer than I thought it would be rough. It was rough, but not like as rough. People made it seem like it was hard, like hella hard, but it wasn't as hard as you said.
How would you feel the relationships were as a whole?
The relationship was fine. Everybody had to take our own on the court and off the court.
I think that it was a very fun thing. You know, we didn't. You know, they always say we didn't do nothing, which we didn't. But we could say that we won a league title, and wish we left with something and didn't leave out empty-handed.
If we would have beaten West Campus, you know, that would have got us into the section semifinals. We would have automatically qualified for NorCal's, and I think that was a big thing for me. I don't know if that came across as a goal. I don't know, but sometimes as coaches, we kind of set our own goals kind of off to the side, and maybe don't express them, but kind of have them, you know, tucked away. And that was certainly my goal. I wanted this team, this group, to be in NorCal some way. Whether it was we win that game and we lose the next one and we don't make it to the section finals and then we lose in NorCal. Okay, that would have been, well, it would have been better, you know, because you got to that place where you really wanted to get, and anything after that would have been extra. So that really is the thing that unfortunately stands out. But you know, in sports, and this is what we sign up for, right? As coaches and as players, you go out there, you do the best you can, and do you sometimes have regrets? Yeah. Do you sometimes wish you, as a coach, wish I would have done things, substitution patterns, timeout called, a timeout you tucked away and didn't call and let things go, you know. And I know that as players, they can look back and if they were truly evaluating themselves and their own performance and the team's performance, that they would say, man, I wish I would have done a little more. And that really is what we aim to eliminate as coaches. We tell them all the time, hey, you know, don't have regrets. Don't look back and say, man, I wish I would have worked a little bit harder. I wish we would have done this a little bit better. Because when it comes to a game like that, that's really what it comes down to. The
little things.
The little things that that are so big. And it wasn't that for me, that I was disappointed. I mean, I was disappointed in the fact that we lost, but I was really disappointed for them.
The important thing now is that once you get beyond the season ending and the wins and losses are over and the record's straight, where it'll be down in paper all the time, it's about now you have a separation of players that were players are now moving on to something different, and the guys that are still here for another year of learning is, you know, what did you take away from this? Where do you take the experiences going through adversity, through teamwork, through relationship building and all of that, and where does it take you in life? Because you're going through another journey, another level of living. You know, when I look at the players now that have come through the system And I no longer really measure them. I measure them in some part of the way about how they played when they were here, but now it's about what they've accomplished beyond the world of sports and how important that is. And I can, I've dealt with a lot of them lately, and watching and talking to them, seeing what they've become and what they are through sports and through this basketball program, it has a bigger meaning now than it did of just simply a win-loss record or a number of league championships or all league performances or all area things. It's a really important piece to remember that now you have a few more things that'll help you be successful in life.
I think a growing part of the season that we had was the Monterey Trails tournament. We lost a couple games. I think we won like 1 and 2 that week.
We were actually 2 and 1. We won the 2 games on Saturday. On both games on Saturday.
Yeah, but we didn't play good on the game, right? Something like that. And I don't know. I just think that week we kind of grew. Probably as a team, whatever.
I got disappointed was that Larry didn't get to play.
Yeah.
You guys might talk about that, but on an effort. I mean, he made an effort. Was it Rockland?
Yeah, Rockland.
And you dove on that loose ball, and you sacrificed for your teammates, and that effort ended up costing you pretty much your whole season. And that's one thing that I wish we had back, because I think it would have been good to have you up, not only on the team, as an active player, but also I think it would have been much more fun to watch you, since I coached you for a year before that, and I would like to have seen you be involved in that. I was disappointed in that. You had earned it.
High point of our season, I think, was what Coach Hibbs was talking about how the second team started beating the first group, basically the seniors, almost every day we scrimmaged, and that made us better as a team and better as players to do better, want to do better, and play our game and come out with wins and start beating the second team.
I think champions of today means playing that certain game like it's your last game, like going all out for that game.
Basically, focus on today and what you're doing, and not worry about what's going to happen the next day until that day happens.
Yeah. Focus on what you can control, and focus on what only you can do, and
just being the best that you can be in that time.
Now, Malachi, you and I have talked a lot lately, and what can you speak to that, or what do you think about that comment? Just champions of today, yeah.
Setting goals for yourself that day and achieving them just completely to the best of your ability, regardless of what's going on, there's trials and tribulations, and just try to push through it. Even if we don't achieve it, just doing what you can. Doing what you can.
It's even more than basketball, though. Be the champion of today.
Well, I think Marcus made a good point that it's we refer to things in a basketball sense, because that's what we're talking about. But really, it's way more than that.
Everything. But
it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's a character issue. Being the best you can be, knowing that what you do today can be the foundation for what you're going to do tomorrow. And then that day, it's being the champion of that day again. And it's a cycle. And it's a constant betterment. Yeah, constant movement for being better in your life. And I think if that's a great. I'm glad you brought that up, because really, I'm glad you noticed that. it's going to help me. That just thinking about this is going to help me to focus on that as well. It's nice to get back to that. It's nice to hear that.
I've always looked at it as a reminder that no matter what happened the day before, what's going to happen tomorrow, that particular moment, that you can focus in on everything that you've learned, everything you've been taught, everything that you want to accomplish, and just to give it your best in that particular moment. It's a reminder every day. We get so caught up in everything we do, everything that's going on around us, whether it's cell phones, whether it's whatever. Just to be able to take it around and focus yourself on being the champion of today is what I try to get out of it. What can I do to make a difference in that moment, no matter what happened yesterday?
And you can't always do it, you know. So that's why it's good that you're reminded of that. And that's the reason why we talked about it a lot in practice and at games, and it kind of became our motto for that constant reminder.
Basically every day, like at the end of the day, when you go to sleep, you don't want to think about what you could have done that day. That would be like being better, you know what I mean? Like being a champion of today, you want to do everything you can do in that day, and can say when you go to sleep, I did something better. You know, I'm not the same person I am yesterday. I'm better than what I am yesterday. So being a champion of the day is, you know, just focus on what you want and, you know, to have no regrets and nothing. Love y'all.
Come on, bring it in. Let's go. Come here.
That's what reminds me.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Family!